Okay. Hi guys. So we're going to do what has been called a couples remix tag, and I found this on YouTube by the YouTuber named Lanana XXX. So I thought that this was cool. I thought that this was cool because it's a little switch up from the normal questions that people ask. So let's get started.
Me.
He is more romantic. Why? Because he's a little bit more sentimental. I'm a little bit more...
So you call me Deborah Cox? Sentimental?
No. You're a little bit more... I don't even know how to explain it. Like you care a little bit more about the sweeter things. Whereas for me, I don't know if it's just how I was raised. I'm not very like emotional. I am emotional, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not like
Carl Thomas.
really? But I'm not very emotional like I'm not that type of emotional. I don't know how to explain it. But he definitely is more romantic. He's the type that will just randomly send me a long message telling me how he feels, expressing his feelings, and I really appreciate it, mainly because as we get older and we grow throughout our relationship, way down the line when we're old and married, if he's still like that, I'm going to really appreciate that way more then. I would never want him to not be that way. Just for the fact that somewhere down the line, I'm going to wish he is that way. So I would not change that about him. I would not change that about you. I wish I was more sentimental and more romantic, and I'm working on it. But he definitely is more romantic than I am.
1 point for me.
This ain't no point.
Oh.
We ain't get no point.
Oh.
Don't do it. Can we skip this one? Oh God, and you're really thinking about it too. Honey.
Can I have some ice cream?
Really? Although I do have a Magnum ice cream bar sitting right there.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that thing right there.
Yeah, waiting for the video to be over. I'm gonna eat my ice cream bar. I don't know. Probably you.
No. You.
Why?
Because I don't have a sad face. I have an angry man face.
I don't know about that.
I do. I have a sourpuss face. You know what? Yeah, it's probably a tie.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought this was PG-13.
You know, he'll. No, that's not it. Yeah, because I wouldn't. Yeah. Anyway, type of face that he gives me when he wants me is more so. He's a little bit more calm. Got like slight hint of a smile in his face, and his eyes look real, serious but warm at the same time. I can't make it. Even if I tried, it would not be it. I could not duplicate his face. But it's definitely, his silly side is completely removed from the equation. I'm probably more spoiled. He spoils me with his love, and I should be spoiled with his love. But he has definitely put me before him in many cases. Like when I moved into my place, he got me a new TV, even though I didn't really need it. But he, that was my housewarming present, and I was really grateful for that. You've been talking that long for you to be that thirsty.
I got parched.
Okay. Anyway.
I have to stay hydrated. It's hot.
Just like little things, if we want to go out, grab a bite, or like ice cream. I don't even like ice cream like that, but every once in a while I get in a kick where I want a vanilla ice cream cone, soft serve with some sprinkles, and every time I want it, and we go to the daggone, what is it called? Baskin Robbins?
Yes, Baskin Robbins.
the doggone soft serve machine is always broke. Every single freaking time.
But never when I go. When I go is operational. But
And then
when we're
one day-
together, it's broke.
And then one day, we actually said, you know what, bump it. Let's go to McDonald's because I feel like McDonald's has a great soft serve as well. And we rolled up there and
They
theirs
were broke.
I was like, you know what? So anyway.
It was funny.
But when I really want something like that, he'll find a way to make it happen. It's just it's the small things, and those are important things as well to show effort. That hey, you know, you wanted something. Here, let me get this for you. He likes to put a smile on my face. I like to put a smile on his face as well. I do it in other ways. I do it by getting on his nerves, and it brings me sheer joy. Anyway.
It's nothing but torture on my part.
No, it's not. You should not have to think that hard. Why are you thinking that hard?
I don't know.
You don't know what your favorite thing is that I do for you that you don't even have to ask for?
Oh, when you leave me alone?
You did not. That is not a good answer.
You talking about when you leave me alone? Well, I will say this though. Nothing I really have to ask for. You just do it.
Honey. Sometimes he calls me sweetheart, but most of the time it's honey. Is that right?
What? Huh?
What is your nickname for me?
Muffin.
Muffin?
Yeah.
You ain't called me Muffin in a long
I
time.
know. I call you that every now and then.
His affirmation is touch. He likes to be touched. My top affirmation is spending time.
Oh, you remember? You talking about that test you had me do that I feel like I was forced into doing? I remember that now. Yeah.
Yep. So
It was very intriguing.
it tells you your love language and how things affect you. So for instance, I'm not affected by gifts as much as I am affected by spending quality time or words of affirmation. For him, he is about touch. He's also about words of affirmation. I think he is probably in the 90th percentile of fulfilling his love affirmation for me, which is spending quality time. For you, what am I as far as touch? I'm always touching you.
Yes.
So
1,000.
1,000?
Yes.
Okay.
Every day. Every second, every minute, every hour of the day.
Are you reciting what's that man's name?
I don't know, but all I know is just the truth.
What's that song?
Even when I'm at work, I miss you.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
that's why I call you and I tell you. I just called to tell you I love you.
Yeah, that is true. He does that. He'll just randomly call, and I'll be dirt busy. Okay.
And I get mad when she don't answer the phone.
He'll get mad.
Now
Then when
gotta
I
call
call, I expect the same thing though, and I think he calls me more than I call him. But that's because actually that's not true. I do call you, but you're sitting at different locations sometimes, so it depends on where I can catch
Sitting
you.
at different locations, and usually when you
On the
call
move.
me, I'm on the move.
Yeah. So yeah. How I talk about my nieces and nephews, the lingo that I use for them. It's a baby talk. It rubbed off, and it's terrible because it's such a crazy way to but that's just how we talk to the kids in the family when they're small. And he just listened to me one day, looked at me like I was crazy, and next thing you know, he started saying it too. And it's just out of joke and love. I mean, we talk to them this, but we also talk to them in other ways. We actually talk to them like this a lot more now as they are getting older. We do not fight.
Man, look.
We have arguments.
No, here's the deal. I just got this door slammed in my face the other day. Alright?
Really?
Yes. I got this door
I did not slam a door in your face the other day.
Yes, you did.
You was over there, and I was way back there, and I closed the door.
I felt it. It was like the vibration of the
I'm
door.
like, really? You just gonna sit there and make up that line?
Came from the back all the way to the front, like.
But we do not fight.
No.
Right? Because I hate when people say like, how do you fight? We have arguments, and our arguments are far and few in between. We do not argue like that. And we've made it a point that if we have, because you're gonna have a disagreement as a couple, that you need to talk about it. I think it would be unrealistic to think that there are couples out there who just do not have disagreements and some type of
Hey, we're one great happy couple.
Yeah,
we don't argue.
that's unrealistic.
Bull crap. Whatever.
That's unrealistic. However, how you argue is what's most important, and that takes work. That takes time. That takes years of being in a relationship to learn how to argue. And what I mean by that is how to respect one another when you argue. So that is something that we work on as a couple. We try to make sure we do not let our arguments go too long, and it's to the point where we're not speaking to each other. We try not to go into the next day like that, but we still have work to do. But that is important to us, to make sure that we are not allowing what that argument is about to take over our relationship.
Yup. Me.
He is. He says, I am oblivious to things when we are out and about.
This girl likes to stand in the middle of the street.
I do not stand in the middle of the street.
And I gotta pull her to the side.
He's extra. He does that, or he'll just look around the surroundings a lot better than I do.
Yeah, because she's got tunnel vision. It's like all she sees is this.
I do have tunnel vision a lot of the times, and he'll see other things, and I'm like, I'm just not into other people in the world that much to just look into them like that, unless it crosses my tunnel.
Look.
But he's definitely the one that pays more attention. He's the one that makes sure that if he's, leaving my place, he'll make sure he locks it up, and things that I guess anybody should do, no matter who you are.
Look, DTA, don't trust anybody.
That's the same.
Yes.
Who made that up?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm done. I'm sitting here like, I've never heard of that. But yeah. Some things. So.
Is this a question for both of us?
Yeah.
My ex-wife didn't love me the way that she loves me. Period.
Okay.
Next question.
Wow. What about me? I got answered too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You felt strongly about that, huh?
Period. Next question.
That's actually for the both of us. The way that he loves me is not how I've been loved in the past, if you want to consider that true love. He actually listens to me when I have an issue. And guys sometimes they zone out, but he truly does. He has my best interest at heart, and he tries to make sure that I'm good. That's important.
It's just funny how you sit there, you be like, you wasn't paying attention, and then I'll sit there and say everything you just said.
Yeah, I'll say, you ain't paying attention to me. And he's like, you just said, yeah. I'm like, just checking. But yeah, he tries to make sure that I'm good, and it's his affection. I'm not a very affectionate person unless it's like a baby. And I think what I need,
I'm your baby.
you are. I think what I needed as someone who's not very affectionate is to have someone who's very affectionate to pull that out of me. And I'm more affectionate now than I've ever been because of him. And so I'm appreciative of your affection. That's definitely one thing and it's genuine. It needs to be genuine now.
What about that?
His booty. I like his butt. Can't you keep your hands off of?
You, period.
Me, period. Okay.
That question right there is, she balances it with the same thing. The crazy that I give her, she gives it right back.
That's a great balance. That's why someone else that knows him, I met them on the job, but they know him from, being on the job years before, and they were like, okay, I see why y'all together now. I see why. It makes sense. We match each other's crazy. I love you. I hear that on a daily basis. You're beautiful. You mean everything to me. He says that as well. So those are the 3 of the sweetest things I feel you've ever said to me. Is I'm beautiful, you love me, and like I mean everything to you. I mean the world to you.
That's right. Cute?
Cute.
Oh, your personality, your voice, things that are cute. I think it's cute how you sit there and you harass me to try to do these videos with you. But I do them anyway.
Why?
Because I'm a good little soldier.
He is. I think he does it because he loves me, and I think deep down inside, he thinks it's fun too.
I really do. It's pretty fun.
So it's like a way for us to showcase our personality as a couple, our love as a couple. He's not a very jealous person. I'm not a very jealous person, but I probably, if we can compare, would be a little bit more jealous than him. I don't know. What do you think?
Sounds about right.
Okay.
You.
Why me?
Why me? Because
Why me?
Why you?
Yeah.
Because you pretty.
Because I'm purty.
Yeah. I think you
Yeah, I think you purty.
I think you purty.
The wood. Check it out. I think if we had a girl, we would be in trouble because big breasts runs in his side of the family and big booties. So I have a love-hate relationship with that idea. If we had a son, I would want him to look like his father. If we had a girl, I would want her to have some of my features, my facial features. And
if we had a daughter, I would have to have a shotgun. Because she would have possibly her grandmother's breast,
she could rest him up on it, like, yeah.
my butt,
You can sit a cup up on it.
your legs.
I can.
Hold on real good. Adrian, go get you, Seal.
And it would just be like, you know, like, who are you? What are you doing? What do you want?
I do.
I definitely do, because how do you match these type of crazies up? And this type of compassion for one another, to learn about one another, to accept one another, and this type of passion for one another. How do you match that up? I do believe we complete each other.
It's just the fact that, you know, when you have someone that, you know, is the calm one of you, it's quite simple. You know, for someone to sit there and say, hey, you need to relax.
Simmer down. So we fill in each other's blanks.
Yeah, basically.
Like he fills in the blank of me not being observant when I need to be, and I fill in the blank of being calm when he needs to be. That's our couples remix tag. We went through a lot of questions, used up a lot of camera battery, but we got through it. Hopefully you liked it. Please let us know. Please rate and subscribe below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Did you just say peace?
That's right. Peace.